Hi and welcome to Lois and Morgana Davidson Art. It's Lois here, and today I'm going to be sharing a 5-minute exercise for loosening up and getting warmed up, ready to paint. And it's also a great way to shift painter's block if you don't know what to paint. It can be a lot of fun just to have a go at randomly experimenting, just throwing some paint onto the page and seeing what happens. These are 6 of the results that I had. I painted 8 because I divided a piece of paper, quarter imperial, Saunders Waterford cold pressed paper. It's the back of an old painting, and you can see it's divided up with masking tape and washi tape, so it really doesn't matter how you divide it up. Now I'm scribbling over it with a waterproof fine liner, and then I'll get a Posca pen, which is quite a wide nibbed acrylic marker. That's waterproof too, but I'm not going to leave it on long enough to dry. So when I splash some water randomly across my paper with my 1.5 inch mottler brush, then you can see that the ink is starting to run. I don't mind because I'm just looking for unexpected effects, interesting happenings, and I'll see if I can turn some of these into landscapes. So some of the paper is wet, some of it's dry, and now I'm just picking up all sorts of colours on my brush. You can see I've got sap green, burnt sienna, burnt umber, indigo, Payne's grey, bit of perylene green there by the looks of it. Just splashing it onto the page willy-nilly, forgetting about where the tape is. So I'm just making marks, loosening up, having fun, putting paint where I want it, and really enjoying myself. The only constraint I have here, now this is a bit of cobalt blue, just putting it in because I can now see that these random marks are coming together and should hopefully look a little bit like a landscape once I remove the tape. So I'm introducing some areas of sky, potentially. All looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but it's a lot of fun. I'm getting really nicely warmed up. I'm painting quickly. I'm not getting too bogged down with detail. Scraping through the paint with a palette knife is creating some lovely marks that I really enjoy making. So I'm starting to feel, nicely warmed up. I'm getting rid of a lot of the day's frustrations and just having lots of fun. And now for the pièce de résistance, a quick little trick. I'm going to take my fine liner and cover the lid end with some tissue, and hopefully I'm going to produce some little sun shapes by lifting out the wet sky in a circle shape with the tissue. You can see that those little circles are looking quite nice there, and I know it all looks like a bit of a mess, but trust me, hopefully it'll work out okay. And it's so much fun to paint these sort of random designs and just see them come into their own as these little loose landscapes at the end. And they actually make really, really nice greetings cards as well. You can buy card blanks from craft shops and then cut these up, mount them onto maybe a little black card blank or something, and give them away to friends. So that's the experiment finished. It's taken less than 5 minutes to paint. Now I just need some drying time. And as soon as they're all dry, I shall remove the masking tape and the washi tape and turn the page around 90 degrees, as I'm sure some of you had realised. And here we are. Here's my 8 little impressionistic loose landscapes. All I need to do now is to separate them all with some scissors and trim the edges so that the borders are nice and thin, and then I can mount them onto black card or small individual cards and turn them into greetings cards, or put them into my sketchbook, because these are the kind of little exercises that I like to refer to. I love seeing how the wet in wet effects work with each other when they're painted really randomly like this. This can really inspire me. Here's the other two, which didn't turn out quite so well, but they're still really useful. They're still going to be something that I can look at in my sketchbook when I'm deciding on maybe some other sort of larger painting, and I'm looking for particular types of textures or wet in wet diffusions or really unusual colour shifts and wet in wet effects. Well, I hope you like that, and I hope you'll give something similar to this a go, because it could be so much fun to just take the pressure off and just throw a bit of paint on the page, scrape it around, move it with the brushes, tip and tilt, and see what happens. And you never know what you're going to end up with. When you tape off the edges of these little paintings and then remove the tape, you can end up with some surprisingly interesting results. So now that I've had my 5 minutes of fun, I'm going to settle down for some proper painting. So I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Please leave us a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And thanks so much to everyone who supports us on Patreon. And we'll see you again soon. Take care and happy painting. Bye.